Alabama's all about the defense, so it's like defending Tuscaloosa.
The tradition rolls on is an ironic theme for Alabama's 2011 homecoming. And after last spring's devastating tornado, the students are using this celebration to give back to the community.
If you can get the students involved, not just like the people who live in Tuscaloosa, it definitely builds a more sense of community.
The events during homecoming are really important and really special, and just a good way to get people to pitch in.
Like their whole life has changed. I hadn't really missed a beat, We should be helping them.
As the city of Tuscaloosa continues to rebuild, the University of Alabama hopes to reunite the hearts and lives of all who were affected by the tornado.
Everybody's coming together, and the surrounding around football. Football is kind of embodying what everybody feels.
This is a time for everyone that's part of the Alabama family to come together for one common thing.
The whole community needs something to bring them together, and for a lot of people, football's that.
As Saturday's game approaches, students here on campus continue to unite together to help rebuild the Tide Nation. For ESPNU Campus Connection, I'm Natalie Forrest.
Because that reel and the tug on it and stuff, and I can't believe you're still doing that.
While it's clear there's a lot of game day fever here on the Alabama campus, 2 students are showing their dedication to the Tide season, 24 hours a day and 7 days of the week, by not shaving their beards until Bama loses.
Started like the first game day, shaved in the morning, and then it's just started growing ever since then.
Right after the first game, one of my buddies was like, hey, you should just grow it out until we lose. So I was like, all right, well, why not?
Even though the idea of the guys not shaving may have come from their friends and others, they both still think it shows their never-ending loyalty to the Tide.
It just shows that I'm willing to just keep it for the duration of us winning.
We've got a big sign with all the games for everybody in the SEC, and we pretty much just got it down to where the W's are us and LSU, and that's been our biggest countdown that we've had circled.
While most Alabama fans think their beards show off their true Alabama pride, other people are just plain confused.
They mess with me a little bit. Sometimes they tell me I look like Wolverine, or when on game days I wear a straw hat kind of like Saban, and they tell me I look Amish.
I have a couple girls I know think it's pretty nasty, but otherwise no one really cares.
Both guys are hoping that Alabama can pull off a big win this weekend so they can continue growing out their beards until Alabama wins the national championship. For ESPNU Campus Connection, I'm Natalie Forrest. Alabama's men's basketball team took on the Georgia Bulldogs to see if they could finish out their perfect home court record. The Crimson Tide tamed the Dogs with a score of 65-57, allowing the Tide to have an undefeated home court record. With Alabama being 12-4 in the SEC, there's a lot of talk about whether or not they will make it into the NCAA tournament. Even Mark Fox, Georgia's head coach, is talking about the Tide's potential placement.
At the end of the last day of regular season play, we were tied for second. He won the West. And we're in the SEC, okay? I felt like he does have a tournament.
Davis, a senior for Alabama, gave his own thoughts about his team's placement as well.
I think we are, but we just worrying about our next game, and we just trying to see who we're gonna be facing in our next opponent.
Coach Grant made a statement on how he felt about his team being in the running for a position in the tournament, but was quick to say that he takes it one game at a time.
Goals at the beginning of the year were for us to have a chance to win the West, but to have a chance to the overall chance, to have a chance to go to the SEC tournament and compete for a championship there. And my thing is, in this league, if you can do those things, then you got a pretty good team.
The Crimson Tide finished out their regular season as the SEC Western Division champs. For UWire, I'm Natalie Forrest. It's not all fun and games tonight at the Hard Rock Casino. NBA superstar D. Wade is hosting a party to raise money for disadvantaged kids. A party with a purpose, that's what Dwayne Wade is calling it. The Heat player founded a kids camp back in 2009 to help provide scholarships for disadvantaged youth.
To make sure that we can continue to do this, continue to raise this money for this fund, for we continue to bring kids.
Wade says the event will allow kids in the camp to gain more opportunities that they otherwise might have not had.
To gain relationships, gain life skills, play the game of basketball that some of them love and probably not got the opportunity to play. So, you know, that's what we're here for. We're here to celebrate that.
Attendees to Wade's red carpet event range from celebrities to athletes. Guests were wined and dined poolside at the Hard Rock with extravagant foods and drinks, all in the name of disadvantaged children. Reporting in Fort Lauderdale, I'm Natalie Forrest.
Kick him out, Wade.
Now one more time, like this.